3rd and 1. Fumble the snap there. Now Holman's in big trouble and trying to get out of it, and he won't. Spurs is back standing at his own 19-yard line.
Tipped.
A lot of pressure and some contact with that football. And it even takes a Michigan bounce.
Fighting by Clark to get the ball out.
After the first punt away for 13 yards, they nearly got that one too. Might have gotten another piece. And a tough punting afternoon already. Caleb Houston, it's the same player who got there the first time.
Tyreek and Alex. These three guys are good players.
Here's Spate. Again, finds a seam and has a man, and Chesson able to make the grab down to the 2-yard line. DJ Killings was right there with him.
3rd and 8. This is a beautifully thrown ball down the field, identifying man-to-man coverage. That ball is perfectly thrown to Chesson.
Healthy as well. Here's 3rd and goal now. Spate looking, throwing, completing, touchdown, Michigan to Jake Butt, the senior tight end.
Running back. Sorry, that's Karan Higdon. Look at this block here on the linebacker. You're going to see it come right up the middle. If Higdon doesn't get this block on the linebacker right there, give him time to move up in the pocket and hit Butt for the touchdown. It's impressive to watch young players like this. We watched last week Rashawn Gary.
3rd possession for UCF now. And Holman in all sorts of trouble. Dropped for a loss.
With this defensive line, sideline to sideline, they win.
Hand off to Hamilton, runs right in the middle of that big defensive line. His career log is 48. And that is blocked too. Wow.
Now a blocked field goal right in the middle. That ball's low coming out too, Steve. You got to put a little bit of that on Matthew Wright. You got to get that ball up over the offensive line.
We've played 8.5 minutes, people. We've had 3 special team block kicks. End, if you will. Wow. And so again, Michigan will take over in great field position, and right away off the block there, they go down the field to Chesson. You can see Spate was locking at him the entire time.
I love this call from Jim Harbaugh, Tim Drevno. Right after a sudden change, you come out, you want to get your quarterback settled in. You want to get some explosive plays. Deep play action off of a running game that's been effective is a great way to do it.
2 on that play. Has Michigan in business at the 25 of UCF. Here's Spate. Finds a wide open middle of the field. It's Chesson again, who just sat down in that zone.
First down, he's taking advantage.
Henry Poggi, the fullback in there. Off the play action. Spate didn't feel the pressure. Able to get rid of it, and it's caught by Poggi. The fullback comes back to the quarterback to make the grab. Khalil Hill is lining up as the fullback there, and it is Hill. The first man through. Gets there for the touchdown. Khalid Hill.
His offense and defense.
See if they get a return out of Tristan Payton. 5 yards deep in the end zone. He'll run it out. And that turns out to be a mistake.
But if he's on, he's good.
On 3rd and 9. Quick hitter, able to complete to Wilson, but he's nowhere near the first down mark.
A lot of people ask, you know, what's the difference in Jim Harbaugh and how he coaches this team? Look at all these guys flying to the football.
So you can see why. A couple of block punts in the first 4 minutes of this game. Here's Spate airing it out. Wide open is Darbo. Touchdown. Michigan making it look easy. 55 yards for the score. Possessions, they've got touchdowns now on 3 consecutive possessions here.
Yeah, man-to-man on the outside, the safeties don't play a role, and it's a good patient route from Darbo.
And the one thing we didn't see, Holman starting 3 of 9 for 18 yards. Got off to a rocky start last week, was able to correct it. Holman doesn't feel the pressure. Ball is out. Let's see. Peppers, of course, is in the middle of everything. He's in the bottom of the pile.
Subbing for Taco Charlton today. Here he is, one of the best effort guys on the team. He never gives up. Motor keeps coming, keeps coming. And Greg Madison, the defensive line coach, when I talked to him this summer, you know, I asked him about Taco, I asked him about Worm, I asked him about all these guys, and he couldn't let me leave without telling me about Chase Winovich.
Here after the quick change. Handoff. Try on the left side. Eddie McDoom bangs down inside the 10-yard line.
Michigan hasn't had speed like this in the skill position in a long time. And so McDoom is a legit 4.3 speed coming out of high school. And you'll see, he's just a freshman. They're working him into the offense.
All season playing this much football every Saturday.
Off the play fake. Oh, Holman's in trouble. Drop just shy of the goal line. They're going to mark it. Rashawn Gary got there.
Time to get the ball out. All three of these guys are going to come. They're trying to get the ball over here on the screen. And as a quarterback, you try to buy just enough time, and there's nowhere to go.
Here's Houston. Gets it away cleanly, which was a big issue in the first quarter. Here's Peppers with some running room. Jabril Peppers down the sideline. And he is banged out at the 5-yard line.
So Ohio State, you know, when as a punt returner, you get these balls like this, and they're low, and you just know you got to make something happen. And Peppers certainly has the explosiveness.
Well, and we knew, too, they had to max protect UCF, both because they were in the end zone and also because they've had 2 punts tipped so far in this game. So when you max protect and you keep everyone in the block, you just don't get guys down there to cover the gunners.
Defense and risk of injury.
Spate, plenty of touch on that football. Jake Butt brings it down. Second touchdown catch of the day for Butt, the tight end.
145 pounds. Take 2 hitches and wait for Butt to come open. That's the perfect situation.
Week 2 of 2012. This is the first time we have not had a top 25 head-to-head matchup in this week number 2. So Davion Smith breaking some tackles. Out ahead now inside the 40-yard line.
A year ago, he's a physical back. He's in great shape. He doesn't go down easy. I thought it was interesting, Steve. We were talking with Jim Harbaugh last night, and they really like Chris Evans, the true freshman, to gain the respect of this team.
On second and short, pitch to Smith. Was nearly brought down in the great second effort by Davion Smith.
Davion Smith's got the respect of his team because of his effort, plays like this. Well, how many guys would just go out of bounds? Stays in bounds, takes the hits.
He's going to try to keep it and run up the middle. Man, did that hole close or what?
And he was all by himself. It was Rashawn Gary. Pretty impressive.
Matthew Wright attempting from 49. No good.
That was Wormley.
Did he get him again?
It was Wormley. 4th tip of the day.
You're going to so miss me next week. You're going to so miss the leading factor. Final half minute to play here.
You'll see a little bit more John O'Corn.
Shane Morris also got in last week, and Spate doesn't just come out and hand it off. He comes out firing and hook it up with Jake Butt. Right.
More of the same in the second half. You turn your head to the defense. You got to get your head around, anticipate that throw. Guys perform in the game, and Wilton Spate's been up to the task.
Play action. Spate. Dump it off nicely to Butt again, and it's a big gain. That fast. That's an athlete. On 3rd and 6. Spate has an intended target and plenty of running room. It's Amara Darbo.
7 of 7 in 3rd downs last week, which is unbelievable, but they were mostly 3rd and shorts. They've had some 3rd and longer situations today and have still been able to convert. Hasn't happened today.
This time, Hill gets through for his second touchdown of the afternoon. Khalid Hill. Little short kick will be caught and fumbled at the 12.
You're going to kick off from the 50-yard line. Why would you just drill it out of the back of the end zone?
Kicking team. First down.
Why would you just kick it out of the back of the end zone when you can pooch it down in there?
UCF has had all day. Patty's going to try to keep it himself. Pretty good impression. Pitch to Chris Evans in the backfield. And he'll go left, has the first down, and turns the corner, and they just got a piece of him. Yeah, I don't want to see that kind of behavior from my Uber driver. That's all I'm saying. Like a nice, quiet, easy-going Uber driver. Chris Wormley makes the stop there. Allen Iverson, that was something. Big hit. Ball comes out. How could the ball not come out?
Like missile, heat-seeking missile coming in here, and he's just not afraid of anything and looking to make a play for his team.
This is the 12th play of the drive. And Patty again. Won't tempt the turnover. And they're throwing. Mid-range pass, too. It's Jake Buck, the tight end. Good our Pacific Life game summary.
This is that replay. Same look we've seen 3 or 4 times in this game for us.
Yeah, he's great at everything, right? He's always been a talented guy. Wide open. Darbo has plenty of running room, and he'll get there. Touchdown, Michigan. Here's Patty on 4th and 6. He's dropped well shy of the marker by who else but Jabril Peppers.
One.
So 2 here and 1 there.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Still rather impressive. Another completion to Michael Jost that time.
And he's developed them, and he's made them believe that they can be better.
And he's also going for it on 4th and 4, up 51-14.
Classic thing to do is go for it there and then take a knee.
Tough to imagine the day to have gone any better for the Wolverines. They win 51-14. Coming up next on ABC, stay tuned for more.